I pushed open my front door at 7:18 p.m., expecting Olivia to complain about my late return and ask why I had forgotten to buy coffee. Instead, Grace stood in the living room with tears in her eyes. "Ethan, don't panic." My stomach tightened. "Where's Olivia?" Grace pointed toward the couch. Olivia sat there in a gray sweater, her hands trembling around a glass of water. Medical papers covered the coffee table. She looked at me like I was a stranger who had walked into the wrong house. I stared at Grace. What happened? She doesn't remember. Doesn't remember what? Grace swallowed. The last 3 years. I laughed once because the sentence made no sense. That's not funny. I'm not joking. I stepped toward Olivia. "Liv." She flinched. I stopped. "Olivia, it's me." Her eyes moved over my face. "I'm sorry." "For what?" "I don't know you." The room seemed to tilt. I looked at Grace. What did she just say? Grace wiped her cheek. She doesn't remember the marriage. She remembers her childhood, college, the academy, everything before 3 years ago. But after that, she remembers nothing? Nothing. I turned back to Olivia. "You remember your sister?" She nodded slowly. "Grace, you remember your badge?" "Yes." "Our house." She looked around. "I know this place belongs to me." "And me?" Her lips parted. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "Are you a friend?" Something inside my chest cracked. "I'm your husband." Olivia stared at my wedding ring. "No," she said softly. "I would remember that." I wanted to scream, but Grace grabbed my arm. "Ethan, the doctors are coming back tomorrow." "What did they say?" "They think it could be dissociative amnesia." "Could be?" "They ran tests. Her scans were normal." I looked at Olivia again. "Do you remember our wedding?" She shook her head. "Our first apartment?" "No." "Our dog?" "I remember seeing him in old photos." I lowered myself into a chair. "How long have we been married?" Grace answered quietly. 6 years. Olivia looked horrified. 6. I nodded. She whispered, "I'm sorry." "Stop saying that." She looked frightened. I immediately regretted my tone. "Sorry. I need a minute." Grace sat beside me. "Ethan, I know this is devastating." "Devastating isn't the word." "What word is?" "Impossible." Olivia suddenly spoke. "Did I love him?" Grace looked at me. I answered before she could. "Yes." Olivia studied me. "Do you still love me?" The question nearly destroyed me. I don't know how to answer that right now. She lowered her eyes. I forced myself to ask one more question. "Olivia, when did you last remember being happy?" She frowned. "I don't know." "With me?" "I can't remember." Grace touched my shoulder. "Ethan, please don't push her." "I'm not pushing." Olivia looked at me. Did I change? I stared at her. "What do you mean?" "Before I forgot everything, was I different?" I wanted to tell her the truth. Instead, I whispered, "You were my wife." She looked away. "And I loved you." The words hurt to say deeply. A doctor arrived 20 minutes later. He examined Olivia, asked her questions, and showed her photographs. "Do you recognize this man?" he asked, holding up our wedding picture. Olivia shook her head. "Do you recognize the woman beside you?" She hesitated. "That's me." "And him?" "No." I stared at the photograph. The doctor turned toward me. "Mr. Carter, her responses are consistent." "Meaning?" "We have no clear reason to believe she is pretending." I wanted to believe him. I needed to believe him. After the doctor left, Grace hugged Olivia and promised to stay overnight. "I'll sleep in the guest room," Grace said. I nodded. Olivia looked at me carefully. "Where will you sleep?" I almost laughed. "Our bedroom." She stiffened. "Of course," I said quickly. "You can have it. I'll use the couch." "Thank you." I walked away before she could see my face. Later, the house became silent. Grace had gone upstairs. Olivia sat alone in the living room, staring at an old photograph. I stood in the hallway. "Do you need anything?" I asked. She shook her head. "Good night, Olivia." "Good night, Ethan." Hearing my name from her mouth hurt more than hearing her say she didn't know me. I turned away. Then something strange happened. A voice appeared inside my head. Not mine. A woman's voice. Cold.
Calm.
He believed it.
Good.
Now I can find Ryan. I froze. I turned around. Olivia was still sitting on the couch. She hadn't spoken. I stared at her. She looked up. What? Nothing. She smiled nervously. The voice came again. Why is he still standing there? My heartbeat exploded. I stepped backward. Olivia looked confused. Are you okay? Yes. But I wasn't. I could hear her thoughts. I tested it. I pointed toward the kitchen. I'm going to get some water. She nodded. The instant I turned away, her thoughts followed.
Don't panic.
He doesn't know. Keep acting scared. I nearly dropped the glass. I returned to the living room and forced myself to breathe. Olivia? Yes. I believe you. Her shoulders relaxed. Thank you. I sat across from her. I'll help you remember. She smiled. That means a lot. Inside her mind, another sentence appeared. He actually believed me. I kept my face calm, but inside something had changed. My wife had forgotten me, or at least she wanted me to believe she had. And now I could hear every lie she was thinking. I watched her carefully. Then I heard the sentence that made my blood turn cold. Ethan must never discover what happened to the $12 million. I stopped breathing. $12 million? I looked at my wife. She smiled at me. I smiled back. For the first time that night, I understood something terrifying. Olivia had not forgotten her life. She had hidden it from me. And somehow, I had been given the one weapon she never expected, the truth inside her mind.
I woke before sunrise, but I stayed on the couch and listened to the house. Olivia was awake upstairs. I could hear her footsteps. Then her thoughts entered my mind. Asterisk, he is still here. I need to be careful. Asterisk. I closed my eyes. So she remembered. I waited until she came downstairs. Good morning, she said softly. Morning. She looked uncomfortable. Did you sleep? Not much. I'm sorry. I watched her pour coffee. Can I ask you something? Of course. What was our first date? She frowned. I don't remember. Where did we meet? At the police academy? I smiled faintly. No. We met at a charity dinner. She looked embarrassed. I'm sorry. Her thoughts came instantly. Asterisk, he is testing me. Give him the answer he expects. Asterisk. I almost dropped my cup. I asked, do you remember our kitchen? She looked around. Not really. What about the blue mug? Which blue mug? The one you bought me. She shook her head. Her thoughts whispered inside me. The mug is in the cabinet behind him. I turned slowly and opened the cabinet. The blue mug was there. Olivia stared at it. I guess I used to like that one, she said. Her mind answered differently. Asterisk, he knows about the mug. Stay calm. Asterisk. I closed the cabinet. Do you remember Ryan Mitchell? Her expression changed for half a second. Who? Just a name. I don't know anyone named Ryan. Her thoughts screamed. Why would he mention Ryan? My hands became cold. I sat down. Olivia, what happened at the police evidence warehouse last month? She looked confused. I don't know what you mean. Inside her mind, I heard every word. The missing evidence was never supposed to be traced to me. I stared at her. She smiled nervously. Ethan, I'm fine. You look pale. I didn't sleep. She reached toward me. I pulled back. Her face fell. I'm sorry. I stood. I need some air. Outside, I called Daniel. He answered immediately. Ethan, are you busy? Not anymore. What happened? I need your help. Is Olivia worse? No. I lowered my voice. She's lying. Daniel went silent. What? I think she remembers everything. Ethan, the doctor said. I know what they said. Then why do you think she's lying? I can't explain it. Try. I just know. That isn't enough. I heard her say something without her speaking. Daniel laughed nervously. What does that even mean? I know how it sounds. Yeah, you sound like a man who hasn't slept. Daniel, listen to me. She knew things she claimed to forget. What things? Private things. Things nobody else should know. He became quiet. Are you sure this isn't heartbreak talking? I'm sure. You still love her. Yes. Then that makes you vulnerable. I know. Do you want me to investigate? Yes. What should I look for? Ryan Mitchell. Financial transfers. Anything involving Olivia and missing police evidence. Daniel sighed. That is serious. I know. I'll help you. Thank you. When I returned home, Olivia was waiting. Can we talk? I nodded. She sat across from me. I know this is hard for you. You have no idea. She looked down. I'm sorry, I don't remember loving you. The words hit harder than I expected. I stared at my wedding ring. You don't have to apologize. I wish I could remember. Her thoughts came quietly. Once Ethan signs the papers, I can disappear. My stomach tightened. What papers? She looked up. What? You said something about papers earlier. I didn't. You did. She shook her head. I don't remember. Her mind answered. Don't let him know about the divorce documents. I forced myself to smile. It's okay. She touched my hand. I want you to know I'm grateful. For what? For staying. I looked into her eyes. You're my wife. Her thoughts were colder. He still thinks love will protect him. I gently pulled my hand away. I need to work. She nodded. Of course. I walked into my office and closed the door. I opened my laptop and checked our joint account. At first, everything looked normal. Then I noticed a security alert. I clicked it. My breathing stopped. Someone had accessed the account at 2:13 p.m. the previous day, hours before Olivia supposedly lost her memory. I checked the device information, my eyes fixed on the name, Olivia Carter. I whispered, You remembered everything. Then I saw another notification. A large transfer request had been created but canceled. The destination account belonged to a company I had never heard of. I photographed the screen. Then I heard Olivia outside my door. Ethan. I quickly closed the laptop. Yes. Can I come in? I stared at the door. Not yet. Silence. Then her thoughts reached me. He found the account. My blood ran cold. She slowly walked away. I opened the laptop again. The canceled transfer was for exactly $12 million. I stared at the number. Now I knew the memory loss was only the beginning. I called Daniel again. I found something. What? Someone accessed our joint account yesterday. Who? Olivia. Are you certain? The security log shows her device. Ethan, save everything. I already did. Then don't confront her. I won't. Promise me. I promise. I ended the call and stared at the hallway. Olivia appeared again. Are you hiding something from me? I opened the door. No. She studied my face. Do you trust me? I almost laughed. I'm trying to. Her thoughts whispered. He has no idea how close he is. I stepped aside. Get some rest. She smiled. I will. I watched her leave. Then I whispered, so will I. But I knew I would not sleep. Not anymore. Because every word she spoke could be a lie, and every thought she tried to hide could lead me straight to the truth. I opened Daniel's message. I found Ryan. Another message arrived. He's alive, and he's watching Olivia. I whispered, this is bigger than my marriage tonight. I spent the next morning studying the bank records while Olivia sat across the kitchen table, pretending to struggle with her own memories. Do you need help? She asked. I'm fine. You look tired. I didn't sleep. I'm sorry. Her thoughts slipped into my mind. Keep him calm. Ryan needs the files before Friday. I lowered my eyes. Olivia? Yes. Do you remember Ryan Mitchell? She shook her head. No. He knows about Ryan. I forced a smile. I only asked because Daniel mentioned the name. Her shoulders relaxed. Oh. Why? I don't know anyone named Ryan. The lie was becoming easier for her. I pushed the subject aside and returned to the records. Later, Daniel arrived. He placed a folder on my desk. I found him. I opened it. Ryan Mitchell, former police officer, internal investigation, suspended, then forced to resign. What did he do? I asked. Daniel sat down. Missing evidence. Financial misconduct. He was never convicted, but the department believed he was involved. And Olivia knew him? According to these records, they worked together for almost 4 years. I stared at the photograph. Ryan looked confident, almost charming. Daniel pointed at another page. Look here. I read the transaction history. Those transfers. Exactly, Daniel said. Money moved between accounts connected to Ryan. How much? Enough to make me nervous. I closed the folder. I need to know what they're after. Daniel looked at me. Then don't let Olivia know you're investigating. I won't. You're still sleeping under the same roof. I know. That makes this dangerous. I nodded. I can handle it. Daniel shook his head. You're angry. I am. Anger makes people careless. I'm not going after Ryan. What are you doing? I'm listening. That evening, I walked into the living room carrying groceries. I bought your favorite. Olivia looked surprised. My favorite. Chocolate cookies. She smiled. I don't remember them. You used to love them. I can try. She took one. Good. Very. Her thoughts whispered. He is still trying to be the loving husband. Perfect. I sat beside her. I want to help you recover. You're very kind. I want everything to go back to normal. Her eyes softened. I hope it can. Inside her mind, the truth was brutal. Once he gives me access to the financial files, Ryan can finish everything. I kept my expression gentle. What financial files? She stiffened. I don't know. You mentioned finances yesterday. Maybe I was confused. I smiled. That's okay. She reached for my hand. Thank you for trusting me. I heard her thought. He trusts me completely. I nearly laughed. Instead, I squeezed her hand. I do. The next morning, I received a call from an unfamiliar number. Mr. Carter? Yes. This is Victor Hayes with Internal Affairs. My body tightened. Why are you calling me? I'd like to speak with you. About Olivia? Yes. Is she in trouble? I'd rather discuss that in person. I met Victor at a quiet coffee shop. He placed his badge on the table. You understand this conversation is confidential? I understand. He opened a folder. Your wife has been connected to several financial transactions. I know about the account. Victor studied me. You know more than I expected. I'm her husband. I'm aware. Then why are you questioning me? Because some of the money passed through accounts controlled by you. I stared at him. That's impossible. Your joint account was used. Without my permission. That is what we're trying to establish. I leaned forward. Are you investigating my wife because of her medical condition? Victor's expression remained calm. No. Then what? Mr. Carter, I'm not investigating your marriage. I'm investigating what your wife helped disappear. My anger faded. What disappeared? Police evidence. I stared at him. Evidence? Evidence connected to a financial crime investigation. Who else is involved? Ryan Mitchell. My stomach tightened. Victor continued. We believe Ryan pressured Olivia into helping him. Why? Because she had access. To what? Victor closed the folder. That's what we need to find. I stood. You think my wife is a criminal? I think she knows where something is. I sat back down. What? A digital storage device. My heart raced. What is on it? Financial records, names, payment trails. I remembered Olivia's thoughts. The files Ethan keeps will lead them to the drive. I looked at Victor. Where did you get this information? We've been tracking Ryan for months. And Olivia? Longer than you think. I left the cafe feeling colder than when I entered. That night, Olivia watched me from the kitchen. You seem worried. I had a difficult day. Did someone say something about me? I looked into her eyes. Why would they? She hesitated. I don't know. Her thoughts came instantly. Did Victor talk to him? I smiled. No one said anything. She relaxed. Good. I walked toward my office. Then Victor called again. Mr. Carter, wait. What? I have something you need to see. He sent a photograph. I opened it. My heart stopped. It showed Ryan standing beside Olivia outside a warehouse. I zoomed in. The date was printed beneath the image. 3 days before Olivia pretended to lose her memory. I whispered, You were never forgetting me. I stared at the photograph again. You were meeting him. I felt my hands tremble, but I refused to let fear control me. Victor sent another message. Do not confront her yet. I typed back. Why? Because if she knows we have this photograph, she will run. I looked toward the bedroom. Olivia was humming softly. Her thoughts were not. Ryan said Ethan would never discover the warehouse. I clenched my fists. This was not a broken marriage. This was a criminal operation, and my wife had chosen to stand on the wrong side of it. I saved the photograph. Then I deleted every sign that I had seen it. Tomorrow I would smile at Olivia. But this time, I would be smiling while preparing for war. I stayed awake until 3 in the morning, listening to Olivia move around upstairs. I knew she was hiding something, but I needed proof before I made a move. The next morning I heard her thinking. Ryan said Marcus can move the money once I get the drive. I froze. Marcus. I remembered Victor mentioning financial brokers. I walked into the kitchen. Morning. Olivia smiled. You're awake early. I couldn't sleep. Because of me? Because I'm worried about you. Her thoughts answered differently. He still believes I'm worried about my memory. I poured coffee. Do you remember Marcus Reed? Her hand stopped. No. Marcus is dangerous. Why did Ethan say his name? I sat down. Just another name. Where did you hear it? Daniel mentioned him. She forced a smile. I don't know anyone named Marcus. Her thoughts whispered. Ryan told me never to say his name. I kept my face calm. Okay. She touched my arm. You trust me, right? I'm trying to. That sounds painful. It is. Her eyes filled with tears. I wish I could remember our life. Inside her mind, I heard the truth. Once this is over, I'll leave him and take my share. I looked away. I wanted to shout. Instead, I asked, Did you ever love me? She stared at me. I think I did. Her thought cut deeper. I never planned to stay with him forever. I stood. I need some air. Outside, I called Victor. Tell me about Marcus Reed. Victor answered immediately. He's a financial broker. What does he have to do with Olivia? We believe he controlled the accounts used to move stolen funds. And Ryan? Ryan supplied access. And Olivia? Victor paused. Olivia helped move the money. My chest tightened. How much? Approximately $12 million. I closed my eyes. So the money wasn't just stolen. No. What was it? Police evidence connected to a larger financial investigation. Why fake memory loss? To create confusion. Whose idea? We believe Ryan suggested it. I gripped the phone. What happens if she gets caught? Prison is possible. I ended the call. When I returned, Grace was sitting with Olivia. Grace looked at me. Can we talk? Sure. She followed me into the hallway. I think something is wrong. What do you mean? Olivia remembered something this morning. What? Grace lowered her voice. She remembered Mom's Christmas dinner. I stared at her. What exactly? She mentioned the silver bracelet Mom gave you. I felt a chill. She shouldn't remember that. That's what I thought. Did you ask her? Yes. What did she say? She said it was a guess. I looked toward the living room. Grace, listen carefully. Don't confront her yet. Why? Because I need to know how deep this goes. Grace looked frightened. Ethan, are you saying she's pretending? Yes. I knew something felt wrong. You believe me? I do now. I nodded. Then help me. How? Watch her. Listen carefully. Don't tell her that we know. Grace swallowed. Okay. That afternoon, I entered my office and began saving everything. Bank records, messages, security logs, photographs. I created copies and stored them separately. Daniel called. Any progress? More than I wanted. What happened? Olivia is connected to Ryan, Marcus, and $12 million. Daniel went silent. Ethan, this is serious. I know. What are you going to do? Collect evidence. You're not thinking about revenge? I was. And now? Now I want the truth. Daniel exhaled. That's the Ethan I know. I ended the call. That evening, Olivia entered my office. What are you doing? Work. Can I see? I closed the laptop. Nothing interesting. She smiled. Her thoughts came immediately. I need access to his financial records. She sat beside me. Maybe I could help. With what? Our accounts. Why? I feel like I should understand them. I studied her face. Do you remember our passwords? No. Her thoughts whispered. He'll give me access if I make him feel useful. I smiled. I'll handle everything. Her expression tightened. Of course. She left. I waited until she was gone before opening the laptop. I searched every file connected to our finances. Then I found a reference to an encrypted drive. The note contained only 3 words. Marriage records box. I remembered the old storage box from our first year together. I stood immediately. Before I could leave, Grace appeared. Ethan? Yes. Olivia asked me where you keep old documents. My blood went cold. Did you tell her? No. Good. Grace looked worried. She's getting nervous. I know. What are you going to do? Find what she's looking for. I went upstairs and opened the storage room. Boxes covered the shelves. I found the old marriage records box. My hands shook as I lifted the lid. Inside were photographs, receipts, letters, and a small black case. I stared at it. Before I could open it, Olivia's thoughts suddenly entered my mind. If Ethan finds the hidden drive, Ryan and I are finished. I stopped breathing. The drive was here. I closed the box. Then I smiled. I finally knew what Olivia feared most, and I was going to find it before she could destroy it. That night, Grace finally confronted Olivia. You remember more than you admit. Olivia stared at her. What are you talking about? You remembered Mom's bracelet. I guessed. You also remembered the Christmas dinner. I saw pictures. Grace shook her head. You knew where I was sitting. Olivia's face hardened. Grace, I'm sick. Why are you attacking me? I'm not attacking you. I'm asking for the truth. I don't have the truth. Her thoughts betrayed her. She knows too much. Grace stepped back. I'm going to believe Ethan. Olivia whispered. You shouldn't. I should believe my own eyes. I heard every word from the hallway, and I understood that Olivia's world was collapsing faster than she realized. I walked away before either woman noticed me listening. I returned upstairs and locked my bedroom door behind me. I waited until the house became silent before opening the small black case. Inside was a flash drive. I stared at it. This is what you were hiding, I whispered. I connected it to an old laptop that was not connected to the internet. Folder after folder appeared. Bank transfers, account numbers, recorded conversations, photographs. Then I found a file labeled RM12. I opened it. Ryan's name appeared beside Olivia's. My hands tightened. A recording started. Olivia's voice filled the room. Ryan, I moved the money like you asked. Ryan answered. And Ethan? He knows nothing. Are you sure? He trusts me. I stopped the recording. My eyes burned. Another file contained Marcus Reed's name. I opened it. $12 million had been divided through several accounts. I whispered, you built all of this behind my back. Then I found a document listing names, addresses, and account numbers. Some belonged to people who had nothing to do with the crime. I immediately called Victor. I found the drive. His voice sharpened. Where are you? At home. Do not send me anything electronically. Why? Because if Marcus knows we have it, he may start destroying evidence or threatening witnesses. I looked at the list again. How many innocent people are exposed? Too many. So I can't simply hand this over? Not yet. I leaned against the desk. What happens if I do? We could lose the larger case. And if I wait, we build a controlled operation. I understood. You want me to keep pretending? Yes. That's dangerous. I know. I ended the call and sat in silence. For the first time, I had enough evidence to destroy Olivia. I could call the police. I could end everything tonight. But I heard Daniel's voice in my memory. Ethan, revenge can make you careless. I called him. I found the drive. Daniel went quiet. You're serious? Very. What's on it? Everything. Then give it to Victor. I can't yet. Why not? Because Marcus has information that could hurt innocent people. Daniel sighed. So what are you going to do? I'm not looking for revenge anymore. I'm looking for the truth. That sounds good, but truth can still get you killed. I know. Then promise me something. What? Don't become like them. I stared at the drive. I won't. The next morning, Olivia entered my office. You look exhausted. I am. Did you sleep? Not really. She sat beside me. I hate seeing you like this. Her thoughts entered my mind. He's broken enough now. He'll sign anything. I looked at the papers in her hand. What are those? Financial documents. For what? Just routine changes. Why do I need to sign them? Because I can't manage our accounts if I don't remember them. I studied her face. You're right. She smiled. You trust me? I do. Inside, I felt nothing but cold control. I picked up the pen. Where do I sign? Her eyes brightened. Here. I signed the first page. Then the second. She relaxed. Thank you. I smiled. You're welcome. Her thoughts whispered. Tomorrow he gives us everything. I almost stopped breathing. But I kept signing. After she left, I called Victor. She thinks I'm cooperating. Good. What's the plan? Keep her confident. For how long? Until Ryan comes to collect the final evidence. I look toward the hallway. And Marcus? We're tracking him. Can you protect Grace? Yes. And Daniel? Yes. I exhaled. Then let's finish this. That evening, Olivia called Ryan from the bedroom. I stayed downstairs, but her thoughts reached me clearly. Ethan signed the documents. Ryan asked, did he suspect anything? No. He thinks I'm still confused. Good. What about the drive? Tomorrow Ethan gives us everything. I closed my eyes. Tomorrow. I walked upstairs and smiled at Olivia. How are you feeling? Better. I'm glad. Ethan? Yes. Thank you for trusting me. I looked directly into her eyes. I always did. She smiled. But inside her mind, I heard the truth. Tomorrow this ends. I walked away before she could see my expression. I entered my office and locked the door. Victor had sent one final message. Teams are ready. I typed back. So am I. I placed the flash drive inside my jacket. Tomorrow, Olivia thought she would take everything from me. Tomorrow, Ryan thought he would win. Tomorrow, Marcus thought his money would disappear forever. They were all wrong. Tomorrow, I would turn their trap against them. Before sunrise, I made one more call to Victor. There is something else, I said. What? The drive contains recordings. If Olivia realizes I copied them, she may change the plan. Then don't let her know. I already made 3 copies. Where? One with Daniel. One hidden outside the house. One stays with me. Victor paused. That was smart. I'm learning. Ethan, there's still one problem. What? If Ryan suspects you, he may come after you directly. I'm ready. No. Being ready means having protection. I don't want anyone getting hurt. Then follow my instructions. I nodded, though he could not see me. Tell me what to do. Keep acting like the wounded husband. Let Olivia believe she controls the situation. I can do that. Can you look her in the eyes and lie? I thought about our wedding photograph. Yes. That answer hurt. When I found Olivia at breakfast, she smiled warmly. You seem different today. How? Calmer. I finally accepted that I can't control your memory. Her thoughts answered. He's giving up. Perfect. I lifted my coffee. I want you to be happy, Olivia. She reached across the table. You make me feel safe. I almost pulled away. Instead, I said, then trust me. She smiled. I do. Her thought followed. Just one more day. I smiled back. One more day. But I knew the truth. It was not one more day for me. It was the final day of their freedom. When tomorrow came, I would finally stop pretending to be powerless. I woke before sunrise and checked the hidden cameras Victor had helped me place. Everything was ready. Daniel called. Ethan, are you sure? Yes. Once this starts, you can't take it back. I know. Victor joined the call. Ryan is on his way. And Marcus? We have eyes on him. I looked toward the kitchen. Olivia thinks she won. That is exactly what we need, Victor said. At breakfast, Olivia placed papers beside my plate. Ethan, there's one last thing. I looked at the documents. What am I signing? Just authorization for the account transfer. Where does the money go? She hesitated. To an account I can access while I recover. I picked up the pen. You're sure this is necessary? Yes. Her thoughts reached me. He'll sign. Then Ryan gets everything. I signed. She smiled. Thank you. You're welcome. Inside, I felt nothing. A car stopped outside. Olivia looked toward the window. Who is that? I don't know. Her thoughts changed instantly. Ryan. The front door opened. Ryan stepped inside. He looked at me and smiled. Ethan. I stared at him. Ryan, I'm sorry about your wife. She has been through a lot. Ryan nodded. Olivia told me. Her face went pale. I heard her thought. Stay calm. Ethan believes everything. Ryan walked closer. Do you remember me, Olivia? She shook her head. No. He smiled. That's unfortunate. I stood. Why are you here? I came to help. With what? Your wife's recovery. I laughed softly. That's generous. Ryan looked uncomfortable. Where is the drive? Olivia stepped between us. Ryan, not here. My heart tightened. I had imagined this moment many times. I had imagined shouting. I had imagined hitting Ryan. Instead, I simply watched Olivia. She turned toward me. Ethan, please forgive me. For 1 second, I remembered our wedding. I remembered her laughing beside me. I remembered promising to protect her. My eyes filled with tears. Olivia saw them. Then I heard her real thought. Just keep him emotional until Ryan gets the drive. Something inside me finally died. I wiped my eyes. Forgive you. She nodded. I made mistakes. No, Olivia. I reached into my jacket and placed the flash drive on the table. Ryan stared at it. You found it? Yes. Olivia looked shocked. How? I smiled. Because I heard everything. Silence filled the room. Ryan stepped back. What did you say? I heard your thoughts, Olivia. Her face lost its color. That's impossible. So was your memory loss. Ryan grabbed the drive. Victor's voice came from behind him. Put it down. Ryan froze. Victor entered with 2 officers. Olivia backed away. No. I looked at her. Yes. Ryan shouted. You set us up. I answered calmly. I recorded every conversation. Victor nodded. Bank records, recordings, account transfers, and the warehouse photograph are all secured. Olivia began crying. Ethan, please. I looked at her. Tell me the truth. She shook her head. I was scared. Of what? Ryan. Ryan snapped. Don't blame me, Olivia screamed. You promised me everything would be fine. Victor stepped forward. Both of you stop. Ryan pointed at me. He ruined everything. I stared at him. No. Your lies did. A phone rang. Victor answered. Hayes. He listened. Marcus is moving. Victor looked at me. They found him trying to destroy financial records. I exhaled. So it's over. Almost. Ryan suddenly rushed toward the door. One officer stopped him. Hands behind your back. Get off me. Olivia collapsed into a chair. I can explain. Victor looked at her. You'll have the opportunity. She stared at me. Ethan, please don't let them take me. I said nothing. I love you. Her words hurt. I answered. Do you? Yes. Her thoughts were strangely quiet. For the first time, there was no plan, only fear. I never wanted this, she whispered. You wanted the money. I wanted a future. You could have built one honestly. She began sobbing. I thought you would leave me. I never planned to. I didn't know how to stop. You stopped being honest. She covered her face. I'm sorry. I stepped closer. Look at me. She raised her eyes. You didn't lose your memory, Olivia. You lost the person who trusted you. She cried harder. Please forgive me. I forgive myself. What does that mean? It means I forgive myself for trusting someone who never deserved that trust. Victor approached. Ethan, we need your statement. I nodded. Okay. Olivia whispered. Will you visit me? I paused. I don't know. I need you. You needed me before you betrayed me. I was wrong. Yes. Ryan was taken outside. Victor stayed beside me. You did the right thing. I don't feel victorious. You don't have to. Daniel entered a moment later. He looked at me. It's over? I nodded. Finally. He hugged me. You survived? I looked toward the door where Olivia had disappeared. I lost my marriage. Daniel answered. You saved your life. I closed my eyes. For months, I had believed revenge would heal me. It didn't. Truth did. I walked outside with Victor and Daniel beside me. The morning sun felt different. For the first time, I was not waiting for another lie. I was free. Before I reached the car, Victor stopped me. One more thing. What? Marcus confessed. I turned. To everything? Enough to confirm the money trail. I breathed slowly. Did he mention Olivia? Yes. What did he say? That she believed Ryan would protect her. I looked at the house. She was wrong. Victor nodded. You protected the case without becoming part of the crime. I almost became someone I hated, but you didn't. Daniel smiled. Come home, Ethan. I looked at my empty ring finger. I think I will. As I drove away, my phone buzzed. It was Olivia. One message. I'm sorry. I deleted it. Not because I hated her, because I finally understood that closure did not require conversation. I had spent years protecting my marriage. Now I would protect myself. I woke up 3 weeks after the arrest with something I had not felt in months. Silence. My phone rang. Ethan? Grace. Can I come over? Of course. An hour later, Grace sat across from me. I owe you an apology, she said. You don't. I believed Olivia. You were her sister. That doesn't excuse it. You wanted to protect her. I should have protected you too. I shook my head. You helped me when it mattered. Grace looked down. Is she going to prison? She's facing serious charges. Do you hate her? I thought about that. I used to think I did. And now, I don't know. Grace nodded slowly. You sound different. I am different. She hugged me. Take care of yourself, Ethan. That evening, my mother, Emily, arrived. She looked at my empty ring finger. Are you eating? Sometimes. Sleeping? Better. Then you're healing. I smiled. Mom, I lost my wife. No, she said. You lost the woman you believed your wife was. I looked away. That hurts more. I know. I want to be angry. You're allowed. I want revenge. You're allowed to feel that too. What if forgiveness makes me weak? She shook her head. Forgiveness isn't weakness. Sometimes it means refusing to let someone else's choices control the rest of your life. I remembered Olivia. I'm not ready to forgive her. Then don't force it. What should I do? Let go when you're ready. 2 months later, I received a letter from Olivia. She asked to see me one final time. I almost refused. Then I agreed. At the prison visitation room, I sat across from her. She looked smaller than I remembered. Thank you for coming, she said. I came for closure. I understand. No more lies. No more lies. She looked at my hands. You took off your ring. Yes. I noticed. I couldn't keep wearing it. I thought pretending to forget you would make everything easier. I stared at her. It only showed me how easily you forgot what I gave you. She lowered her head. I was selfish. Yes. I was afraid. Yes. I thought you were too trusting to ever discover anything. That was my mistake. No, she whispered. My mistake. I looked at her. Why Ryan? She swallowed. I thought he understood me. Did he? No. Then why risk everything? Because I wanted a different life. You could have asked for one. I know. Why the money? I thought money would give me freedom. Did it? She looked around the room. No. Silence settled between us. Then she asked, Do you still love me? My chest tightened. I loved you. That isn't an answer. It is the only honest one. She wiped her eyes. I wanted you to hate me. Why? So leaving would hurt less. I shook my head. You didn't need to destroy me to leave. I know. I hope you understand that now. I do. She looked at me. Can you ever forgive me? I don't know. That's fair. I don't hate you anymore. Her eyes filled with tears. Why not? Because hatred still keeps you inside my life. She nodded. I'm glad. Don't be. Why? Because I'm not coming back. She closed her eyes. I knew that. I stood. Olivia. Yes. I hope you become someone you can live with. She cried. I hope you do too. I walked away. Outside, I breathed. For the first time, I felt no need to turn around. Months passed. I moved into a smaller apartment. I changed my routine. I started running every morning. Daniel visited every weekend. You look happier, he said. I am. You finally believe that? Yes. Victor offered me a position helping investigate financial crimes. You're good at following money, he told me. I learned the hard way. Sometimes the hard way teaches the most. I accepted. My first case involved suspicious transfers across several companies. Daniel laughed when I told him, "You went from husband to investigator." "I was always an investigator. You just never investigated your own life." I laughed. "That's true." One evening, I found my old wedding photograph in a box. I stared at it for a long time. I didn't tear it up. I didn't keep it on my desk either. I placed it back inside the box. Then I closed the lid. I understood something I had missed for years. Moving on did not mean pretending the past never happened. It meant refusing to let the past decide who I became. I called my mother. "Mom." "Yes, I think I'm okay." "I knew you would be." "How?" "Because you finally stopped asking why she hurt you." I smiled. What am I asking now? What comes next? I looked through my apartment window at the city lights. What comes next? Yes. I thought for a moment. Whatever I choose. That's my son. I ended the call and sat quietly. I had lost money. I had lost trust. I had lost a marriage I once believed would last forever. But I had gained something I never knew I needed. Myself. Olivia thought pretending to forget me would save her. Instead, her life forced me to see the truth. I had spent years believing love meant staying, forgiving, and protecting someone no matter what they did. Now I knew better. Love could be real and still end. Trust could be broken and still teach you something. And betrayal could destroy a life without destroying the person who survived it. I picked up my keys. Tomorrow, I would go back to work. Tomorrow, I would keep building my future. I no longer needed Olivia to regret losing me. I no longer needed Ryan to suffer. I no longer needed revenge. I only needed peace. I walked toward the door and smiled. She thought forgetting me would save her. In the end, her lie saved me from spending the rest of my life loving someone who never truly remembered what love meant.